Hi everyone, my name is Holly, and today we are going to focus on a yoga practice that looks at the wholeness of being human. So find a space that feels safe and supported for you, and we'll get started. So just settle in to your comfortable seat. That might look different in you and your body every single day, and that is perfectly okay. Just find the shape that feels right for you in this moment. Notice where your body meets the mat or the floor. And let's take 3 breaths together, in through the nose and out through the mouth. So often in life, I know at least with myself, I find myself moving through the world trying to be a good person or a happy person or a productive person. And when I do that, I really limit myself. I put myself into a box, and when there's an emotion or a situation that doesn't fit that box I've created for myself, I resist it, I try to push it away, and it really is limiting. But if we can allow ourselves to shift away from being a quote unquote good person or happy person, whatever that word is for you, and let ourselves focusing on being a whole person and opening up to the fullness of our human experience, we can lean into so much more potential within ourselves. We're no longer limited and resisting what is. We can open up to all of it and really be with it. Inhale and exhale. So Yoga Sutra 1.1, the very first yoga sutra, and my pronunciation won't be great on this, but it says Atha Yoganasana. Yoganasanam, I'm probably messing that up. It means now yoga. And yoga can be defined to mean union, oneness, connection, or wholeness. So the first verse of the Yoga Sutra says, now wholeness, like be with the fullness of this moment. Inhale and exhale. So as we move on the mats today, I want you to practice being with the wholeness of what you're experiencing in your body. Really feel your way into it, and no need to resist or control or try to necessarily change it. Just observe it. Be with the wholeness of this human body. And as thoughts come through the mind, again, no need to resist or try to control. Just notice. Open up to the wholeness of being human on the mat and in your life. Inhale and exhale. Bring your hands to heart center. Set your intention. So whatever inspired you to show up on the mat today. And then notice if there's some aspect in life that maybe you've really been resisting or trying to fit yourself into a certain box with. And dedicating this practice to setting that box to the side, being with the wholeness of your human experience right here, right now. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, send your arms up overhead. And exhale, push the air away around you. Inhale, your arms rise. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, bring your hands to your knees. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, arch your spine, gaze towards your navel. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. Exhale, spine arches, gaze towards the navel. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bring it back to center your shoulders to your ears. And exhale, drop them down the back. Inhale, bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, drop your head gaze towards the ceiling and just really observe where you feel this throughout the entire body. Don't limit yourself to just expecting to feel sensation in the neck. Really notice where you feel it throughout your whole body. And then as you're ready, you can reverse it. Notice if you feel sensation in different spaces as you move in the opposite direction. Good, and then bring it back to center. Inhale, bring your shoulders to your ears. And exhale, drop them down the back. Inhale, fill your belly with air. And exhale, open your mouth, let it go. Work towards finding your way to a cross-legged seat if that's available in your body. If it's not, you can have the legs straightened out in front of you, or you can stay seated upright on the shins. But if cross-leg is available, you can find your way there. Notice where your sits bones meet the mat. Bring your hands to your knees. Inhale, bring your shoulders to your ears. And exhale, drop them down the back. Ground down through your seat. Inhale, lift and lengthen your spine. And exhale, drop your right shoulder to your left knee as you gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, drop the left knee to the right, or the left shoulder, to the right knee as you gaze over the right shoulder. It'd be pretty impressive if you could have done the word scramble that I actually said. Inhale, right shoulder to left knee. Bring it back to center. Inhale here. Exhale, left shoulder to right knee. Good. Inhale, bring it back to center. Bring your shoulders to your ears. And exhale, drop them down the back. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, bring your arms to a cactus T. Wiggle your fingers. Ground down through your seat. Inhale, lift and lengthen your spine. And exhale, twist to the left, gazing over your left shoulder. Inhale here, using the strength of the core, ground down through the seat, lengthen the spine, and then twist from the core, gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, twisting from the core, gaze over the right shoulder. Keep your sits bones grounded. Inhale, feel your head reach towards the ceiling, and exhale, twist, gaze over the right. Woof. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, bring it back to center, your hands to your knees. And exhale. Find your way to a tabletop position as you're ready. So in our tabletop, I want you to bring your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Spread your fingers wide. You can ground down through your knuckles and your fingers. Let's begin with some cat and cow. So inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, point your toes, arch your spine, gaze towards your navel. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. Exhale, toes point, spine arches. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale to a neutral table. Send your sits bones back to the left, to the middle, to the right, and then come back up and around. I think this is like heaven for my hips and my wrists. And then as you're ready, you can reverse it. Take 3 circles in the opposite direction. Good, and then just meet at a neutral table. So feel your hands and knuckles grounding. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, curl your toes under, and then straighten your legs and slowly work towards lowering your heels to a down dog. So your heels might not reach the mat. That doesn't mean you are a bad person. It just means you're a person with your own unique anatomy. So some of it might be a little bit of tightness in the hamstrings that will evolve over time. And some of it, again, just might be your anatomy. So work towards lowering the heels to the mat. If you need some extra support, you can roll up your mat or bring a towel or a block behind your heels, or you can just let them hang. Find what feels right in your body. Take any movements that your body's wanting here, maybe gently pedaling out the feet. Good, and really focus on feeling where the hands meet the mat. The arms slightly rotate inwards. Inhale, look between your hands. Really pushing into the hands, slowly walk the feet to meet the gaze at the front of the mat. Good, inhale, lift and lengthen your spine. And exhale, gently bend at the knees, fold forward. You can let your arms dangle alongside the body, maybe grab opposite elbow with opposite hand. You can shake your head side to side, no. Or nice and slowly nod it, yes. Perhaps you bring the hands to clasp behind the head, way down the upper back and shoulders. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, come to stand. And let your head be the very last thing that rises as you do so. Good. Inhale, bring your shoulders to your ears. And exhale, drop them down the back. Inhale, fill your belly with air. And exhale, open your mouth, let it go. Inhale. And exhale. Take a moment to observe where your feet meet the mat. Feel your thighs rotating inwards. Drop your shoulders down the back and really let yourself be with the fullness of this moment. So observing any sounds around you, the temperature of the room, perhaps any objects around you or smells. Notice the sensations in the body and in the mind. And again, no need to control or change any of this. Simply allow yourself to be with the fullness, the wholeness of this moment. Inhale and exhale. Ground down through the feet. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Maybe you come onto your toes as you do so. Exhale, lower the heels, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine as you look up. Exhale, bend the knees, ground your palms, step back, plank position. Inhale here. Exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale, I lied. One more for real, inhale. Exhale, bring your knees to the mat. Now scrape your forearms along your rib cage, bring your chin and your chest to the mat, and then straighten your legs, flatten your belly. You can gently shake your hips from side to side. Feel the tops of your feet on the mat, your thighs on the mat. Notice if you can use the strength of the back to lift the chest off of the mat to a baby cobra, or option to straighten the arms and come to an upward facing dog. And then exhale, you can send it back by bending the knees to a child's pose or down dog. 5 breaths wherever you choose. So we're in a sun salutation A. Good. Inhale, look to your hands at the top of the mat, finding your way to down dog if you aren't already there. And then slowly walk your feet to meet the gaze up front. Good. Inhale, lift and lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And exhale, return to Tadasana, or mountain pose. Inhale, bring your shoulders to your ears. And exhale, drop them down the back. Inhale, fill your belly with air. And exhale, open your mouth, let it go. We're going to move through a sun salutation A again. So feel your feet grounding on the mat, your thighs rotate inwards. Inhale, option to come onto the toes as the arms rise. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, ground your palms, step back, plank position. Inhale. Exhale, option to come to the knees if you need, or 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 1 more, inhale. And exhale, lower down. Engage the tops of the feet and the thighs. Use the strength of the back to lift the chest to a baby cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to child's pose or down dog, 5 breaths. Being with the wholeness of this moment exactly as you are, exactly as it is. Good. Inhale, look between your hands, and exhale, slowly walk your feet to meet your gaze at the front. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up, and exhale, fold. Strong feet, strong legs. Inhale, reach your arms up high, and exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, bring your shoulders to your ears. Exhale, drop them down the back. Inhale, fill your belly with air. And exhale, open your mouth, let it go. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. Now shift your weight to your right leg, come onto the left toes. I'm going to bring my hands to heart and find a drishti or a point to focus on in front of me. Shift the weight to the right leg as you slowly extend the left leg back behind you like a pendulum. So you're kind of making like a seesaw with your body, coming to a warrior 3. This is tricky. You can keep that foot on the mat if you need. Inhale, maybe extend the arms out in front of you. Exhale, feel that left pinky toe reaching towards the mat. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, slowly bend the front knee as you bring the left toes to the mat. Reach your arms up overhead. So now take a moment to find what feels right for you. Notice if it feels best for you to stay on the balls of the back toes as you pull the right hip back, the left hip forward, or maybe your back foot prefers to be grounded at 45 degrees. Either way, the right knee is bent. You can see your right big toe on the inner line of your right knee. Just find what feels right in your pelvis. It's a little different for me every day. Good. Inhale. Exhale in a high lunge or a warrior 1. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Good. Inhale, lower your arms out in front of you. And then exhale, integrate your shoulders behind your back. Inhale, reach your right arm back behind you. Gaze over your right fingers. Inhale here. Now exhale, reach the left arm forward and plant the left hand inside of the right leg. The right shoulder stacks on top of the left. The right arm reaches towards the sky. And you can drop your gaze to the floor. Inhale and exhale. You have the option to stay here, or you have the option to gaze out in front of you, tiptoe the left fingers forward, and lift that left leg up again, coming to a revolved half moon. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, one more. Good. Bend the front knee slowly. Lower the left toes to the mat. Bring the right hand to frame the right leg. Then you can step it straight back to down dog, or you can take a vinyasa. So that's that. Push up, chaturanga. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look between your hands, and exhale, slowly walk your feet to meet your gaze. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, gently bend at the knees as you fold. Strong feet, strong legs. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And exhale, return to your Tadasana. Mountain pose. Inhale, bring your shoulders to your ears. And exhale, drop them down the back. Inhale, fill the belly with air. And exhale, open the mouth, let it go. Shift your weight to your left leg, come onto your right toes, bring your hands to heart and find that drishti or point to focus on in front of you. And then again, that seesaw, extend the right leg behind you. Feel that right pinky toe reaching towards the mat. Maybe the right toes play with coming on and off of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, option to extend the arms. Inhale, warrior three. One more, inhale. Exhale, bend the front knee. Bring your right toes to the mat. Reach the arms overhead. So again, same thing here. Play with if it feels good to be on the balls of your back toes or grounded down at 45 degrees. Wherever you choose, make sure you can see your left big toe on the inner line of the left knee. Engage the core to pull the left hip back, the right hip forward. Inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale, lower the arms out in front of you. Inhale here. Exhale, integrate your shoulders behind the back, then peel the left arm back behind you. Gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale. And exhale. Two more. Being with the wholeness, even of the shakes and the wobbles here. Inhale. And then exhale, reach forward, bring the right hand inside of the left leg. Stack the left shoulder over top the right. The left arm extends. I recommend dropping the gaze to the floor. Take any unneeded tension out of the neck. Option to stay here, or even have a block under that right hand. Or option to shift the weight to the left leg, maybe tiptoe the fingers forward as the right leg lifts. Inhale. And exhale, being with the wholeness of this, all the wobbles, all the sounds, even noticing what your mind is saying to you. Inhale. Exhale, one more. Good, and then bend the front knee, slowly bring the left toes back to the mat. Bring the left hand outside of the left foot. Option to step it straight back to down dog or child's pose, or you can take that push up to get there, that chaturanga. Find what feels right in your body and just let yourself land here. Notice how the body and the mind feel. And then find your way to a child's pose if you aren't already there. Just let everything settle here. Notice if your heart is beating a little faster,
If any thoughts are trickling through the mind, any sounds and smells, not resisting any of it, just opening up to the fullness of this breath.
Good, then slowly walk your hands in towards your knees. Lift your torso up. Inhale, bring your shoulders to your ears. And exhale, drop them down the back. Bring your fingertips to the mat on either side. And inhale, bring your right ear to your right shoulder. And now lift the left arm up. And kind of play with what height feels best for you. You should feel this stretch along the left side of the neck and shoulders. And then once you get to a space that feels good, you can wiggle the left fingers. Good, and then drop the left arm alongside the body. Bring the left ear to the left shoulder. Same thing with the right arm. Lift it up and lower it. Find the height that feels right for you. And then wiggle your fingers when you get there. Good, then bring it back to center. Inhale your shoulders to your ears. And exhale, drop them down the back. Inhale, fill your belly with air. And exhale, open your mouth, let it go. You can walk your hands out to the side and find your way to a seat and work towards bringing the soles of the feet together. The feet might be way out here or scooted in, whichever is feeling good for you right now. And just take a moment to massage your feet. Thank them. Good job, little guys. Good. Now bring your hands to your ankles, ground down through your seat. Inhale, lift and lengthen your spine. And then exhale, scrape your forearms along your rib cage as you fold forward and open up the soles of the feet as you do so. That's just an option. That might not feel great for you. And if it doesn't, just stay seated. That's a lot of work in and of itself. We'll take 5 breaths wherever you choose. Good. Inhale, lift your torso back up. Bring your knees together and then straighten out the legs. You can shake them out for a moment, maybe karate chop them. You can pull the flesh out from under the sits bones. Bring your hands to either side of the seat. Feel your feet engaged, your thighs engaged. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. Drop the shoulders down the back. And exhale, fold forward. And feel free to gently bend the knees as you fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale, gently massage the legs as you walk the hands up. Now bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the mat, your hands to the tops of the knees. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, arch your spine, gaze towards your navel. Inhale, lengthen the spine, reach the arms out in front of you, and then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, lower onto your back. You can curl your knees into your chest, bring your hands to the tops of the knees, move it around. You can bring your arms to a cactus T and then straighten your legs and roll your ankles around. Good, now I want you to notice if your low back is lifted up. Engage the core, feel your low back really ground down onto the mat. Feel your feet engage and your thighs engage, and slowly as you can, lower your heels towards the mat as slow as you can go. And then when you get like 10% away from the floor, hold here. 2 more. I know I'm shaking, and that's okay. That's human. Good. Now bend the knees, curl them into the chest. Bring your hands to your kneecaps. Move the legs around in all kinds of directions. Good. Bring your arms to a cactus T. Your shins parallel to the ceiling. Engage the core. Feel your low back ground. And then drop both knees over to the right side as you gaze over the left shoulder. Good. Inhale. Bring it back to center. Engage the core. Feel your low back ground. And exhale. Drop both knees to the left side as you gaze over the right shoulder. Good. Inhale, bring it back to center. Bring your hands to your knees. Take any last movements that you want as you find your way to a final resting pose. So if the low back is still tight, you can bring the soles of the feet to the mat, the knees pointing upwards. If you want to get into the outer hips, you can heel toe the feet to the side, let the knees fall inwards. You can straighten the legs out in front of you or find legs up the wall. Just let yourself explore movement till you find a comfortable position to rest in. And when you get there, just allow yourself to be with the wholeness of this moment. No need to control or change it. Just open up to it exactly as you are, exactly as it is. Slowly begin to notice any sensations in the body, the weight of the body resting on the floor and all points that are touching the floor. Any sounds around you. As you're ready, gently find your way to the fetal position on either side of the body. Take a moment to feel the support of the earth beneath you and to thank it. Inhale. And exhale. As you're ready, find your way to a comfortable seat. Let your eyes remain closed and your palms rest upwards on the knees in a sign of receiving. Again, notice any sounds around you. Notice the sensations within the body and the mind as you scan from head to toe. And as you observe this space within you, and you feel this connection within yourself, know that you can carry this wholeness as you step off of the mat and into your life. Inhale and exhale. Thank you so much for taking the time to care for yourself in this profound way today, and for being whole with me. I look forward to practicing with you again soon. You can slowly open your eyes as you return to this space.